it's Hannah here and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you actually this is the first time I'm doing this, my 6-month walkthrough of my decorative weekly spreads in my personal size. I've stuck to personal size for over a year now. That's the size I've been loving and living in. And actually I'm really proud to say this. For the first time ever in my life, since I started planning 2016, for the first time I can say that so far this year, I have been weekly planning every single week. That's big for me, because every year before this year, there's been weeks where I haven't done it. And I just haven't really had a good system, or rather I never really stuck to anything long enough to kind of get into it and get used to it. And that's really, I think, what's changed for me with this year is that I just stuck to something. I've just decided this is what I'm gonna do. And then I did it. So I, with my also year of not buying, my second year in a row of not buying new stickers, I mean, I already have so much, so I have had nothing to complain about. I have had so many beautiful sticker kits to use, and that's what I've done. And I think that's also what's shift for me, is the focus of use, don't hoard. Just use it. Just use it. If you like it, if you want to use it, use it. Like, there's no, like in my brain before, like previously when I started planning, there was this block, like it's too pretty to use, or I won't be able to use it well enough or make that perfect spread that I want to make. So I save it for when I'm ready. And truth is, I'll never be ready, because even when you're better, you could always be better, or you could always improve, and you will always get better when you keep going. So you just need to dare to start now. And that's the same with whatever we're talking about. But for me, really, it's also been big when it comes to planning and decorative planning. So not to drag out this intro too much, but just a little tip if you're a newbie out there in the planner community, or if you're kind of scared of starting, just start with something and stick to that. Honestly, just start and just do and use. Honestly, that's what's been working for me now. Just flipping that switch of hoarding and just stop waiting and just do it now. Because you honestly never know in the future how things change. You could have wished in the future that you used it when you really actually kind of wanted to, but we're scared to. Now, enough with that. So I have my weekly section open here, and I have also this planner setup, by the way. If you want to see that, I have made a setup video, which I'll link up here. It's a really cute, peachy setup. So all of my inserts are from Jen Webb Designs. This is in Swedish. She's a Swedish Etsy shop. And the inserts are great. They look, actually I can just flip here. This is what they looked like originally. So I only really just use it for the boxes, and I cover everything up with stickers pretty much. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna flip, from week to week, and I try not to get stuck too long, because I mean, how many weeks has there been? Like 30? But for the first 2 months or so, I did do Plan with Me's. So these you have seen before. This is the first week, which I decided to use a gorgeous Simply Gilded Celebratory kit, super pastel-y and just my style. Then I used this kit, which I actually used for 2 weeks in a row. They look super different, but the base is the same kit, but this was more decorative and detailed, and here I just used up all the full boxes, or full box checklists, just because I could, so that's what I did. But I also have a Plan with Me with that. And then here is a purely decorative week, and sometimes I have had really decorative weeks where I haven't really used it functionally. I just used it because I didn't want to miss a week, or I wanted to use up a sticker kit that was, I've just been, using. And this is a super cute sticker kit from this is Hello Petite paper. And Here is also a really simple one. I just use up some full boxes and the checklist boxes from, this was, well, used to be Lovely Rose prints. Now I think it's Ciala stickers. So some weeks have been super simple. This is also in the plan with me. This is February, so kind of Valentine's month. This, I believe, is Valentine's week. Yes, the 14th was on Sunday. So here is a super cute Tickle Pink planning. A little bit chic, you know, with the black, a little bit bold, but lots of pink, which I love. And then I used, for the next week, I used the same kit, as you can see. So a lot of times, because it's personal planner, I mean, this is my full week. A box is only so big. So I can, like, one sticker kit lasts me a long time, like 1 or like 2 or 3 weeks usually. And if it's a big sticker kit, man, it could last me forever, it feels like. So sometimes I just, you know, if I know if I use it 2 weeks in a row, I'll pretty much finish it up. And since I want to finish really as many kits as I can this year, it feels good to use it up and not have a bunch of leftovers all the time. And then I think here is more of that previous that I had at the beginning of February. Yes, this is the same kit from Ciala stickers. So I used that for the very last part of February. Love these colors. And then we get into March. So I did a bit of a... Here also, I think this is where I stopped. Somewhere here I stopped making plan with me's, only because I felt so much pressure doing one every week. And also doing it on camera, it just puts a lot of pressure on me. Not from you, but I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself, which when I stopped doing weekly plan with me's, I don't know, a lot of anxiety went down, I can tell you that much. But I also told myself, just because you don't show it, Hannah, doesn't mean you're not gonna do it. Because sometimes making a video, you kind of have the viewers accountable for what you're doing. And, you know, showing, yeah, I'm doing what I said I was gonna do every week, so I do it every week. But I am actually, I don't know, I'm in a different mindset now completely to a couple years ago when I started planning, because back then I would not have done a decorative week without sharing it with you. But now I actually find a lot of contentment of just sitting on my own, like after dinner or at the beginning of the day, and just, you know, planning and having fun and not feeling the need to share it with the world. I can just do it for me, just having fun. So this is March. I did use leftovers from a Simply Gilded kit, which was had some lucky charms and stuff like that, so it felt appropriate. We don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Sweden, but since I know it's a holiday for a lot of my friends, I still thought I might as well, you know. So these colors I adore as well. Here's another Simply Gilded leftover week. I think I did a plan with me last year with this one. But I just kind of used up more of that and incorporated some other little things. I'm sorry that I don't go through every sticker in detail. I just could not possibly do that within a appropriate time frame for this video. So I'm just trying to say the main kit, and then yeah, you'll have to guess the rest. I'm sorry. So here's a super fun rainbow Happy Scrappy kit. Super cute. And usually, also I do mostly actually do memory keeping. So most of these I have not been actively planning throughout the, you know, week. I usually have my to-do lists. For example, here I have my to-do lists, and then I just, at the end of the week or maybe midway, I start planning the week that is like that I'm already in or what's happened. I found peace actually in doing more memory keeping than pre-planning, because I've been doing that other places, and for the decorative purposes, memory keeping has both been fun, relaxing, and a lot more peaceful for me than planning ahead for something that might not happen, but then I put a sticker on it and then I feel bad. And yeah, if you're a planner girl, decorative planner girl, you know what I mean. Or planner person, I should say. I just, you know, planner girl is a term I use for myself a lot. Either way, so here's more of that kit. I used it 2 weeks in a row. Here I decided to use more full boxes and not I guess it wasn't as practical that way. Sometimes I do plan ahead too, and sometimes I don't. So it's a bit of a mix. Here is, I mean, this was Easter week, I think, or yeah, the beginning of Easter. So I used an Easter leftover from Hello Kitty paper. I didn't have any full boxes left. I only have checklist boxes. So that's why this one looks a bit boring, because there's no like decorative picture like these. Because this was a leftover that I probably used several years in a row. This might have been the 3rd year in a row where I used that kit for Easter. So that means I didn't have exactly what I needed. But for a kit like this one I remember, I planned it the weekend beforehand. I just placed everything, and then every day or, beforehand, I just put in, because it was a checklist. I might as well use these checklists the way I use these checklists. So when I do a checklist week like this, really only just to get rid of the full boxes and, and use them, then it's easier to plan ahead for me. But this is really cute because the checklist, like the little check boxes themselves, were like bunny shaped, which was adorable. So super pastel-y and cute, super practical, not as fun as the others, but super practical, which sometimes is exactly what I need. I think this was also Easter, it was April. Okay, so here, also I do tend, if I do memory keeping and I plan kind of afterward, after the week and everything happened, I do tend to really match the kit to either mood or weather. I think here, because this kit is a bit more, this was really bright and happy, and this is a little more down low, a little more darker toned. It has a lot of grays, has the silver, and this was a beautiful Simply Gilded kit that I think was also a leftover. I got really creative with the headers because I didn't have the original week or day covers, but I did have the ones that said like to do, to buy, vacation. I never used those as headers, but I decided to use some of the perforated washi to cover up the word and then use some standalone transparent stickers to mark the day and the number. So I ended up kind of creating my own headers that way, so I can at least get a little bit of that, because those headers were part of the sticker kit. They just didn't say the weekdays, they just said other things. So I did my best to cover it up, but still kind of get the most out of the kit. So sometimes you just gotta get creative, which I really like. But I think because this was a lot more gray and a little darker, this is probably because the weather was a bit more cloudy probably. This is spring. I think this is still April. Yes, last week of April probably. This is the same kit, but this one all of a sudden looks more bright. So here I decided to use more of the gray stickers and washi, and here I decided to use more of the yellow. So this one is a bit more bright actually. Ooh, I really like, this is a unique color combo with the gray and the bright yellow. But I love this one. She's so cute. I love yellow. It's one of my favorite colors. So I'm glad when I get to use that here. Then, I love this too. So here is a gorgeous kind of cherry blossom sakura themed, this is a sticker kit from Happy Scrappy that not really a leftover because I think I used it once last year, but it was such a big kit so I can use it, even though while using it I can still use it a couple times more because it's such a big kit. But I love it, and usually here I like to put a full box with some sort of word or quote. A lot of times I put something that feels a little bit inspiring, like here it says keep on climbing. I mean, it depends on what I have in the kit and what I have left and stuff. But usually I like to put something inspiring at like the very first box to kind of set a tone for the week, if you know what I mean. So this one said Blossom. This is probably, this is spring. This is the first full week of May. Love these colors, and I incorporated some other fun little stickers, I think, from other shops. But it all worked out together super nicely, and I love how this week turned out. And, oh, yes. this has to be one of my very favorite weeks. Just because this kit I love so much. This is also a Simply Gilded box kit, and it has to be one of my very favorite that she's ever done. I just adore this kit. It has everything I love pretty much. It has pastels, it has pinks, it has gold. And yeah, I don't know, it's so cute. It was from the Simplicity box. So yeah, and I just adore the colors. And I've been hesitant to use it for such a long time because I love it so much. I didn't want to mess it up. But I'm glad to say that I think I actually nailed it. I actually really like how I ended up using it. I mean, I love it. I'm glad to be able to say that, because a lot of times I don't like how the weeks turn out. But this week I can say that yes, I do really, really, really like it. So here is the second, I guess, with this week. So I used the kit for 2 weeks in a row, and I love this one too. I mean, just switching out the washi a little bit here and there, just at the top, I feel like it gives such a different vibe. Even though, oh, and I also use different headers, I see. Even if it's the same kit, you can make the weeks look so different. So yeah, and here I did the same. I kind of created my own headers using the other headers that said other things and covering up with other stickers. You know, when I have the stickers I need and the resources, I don't need to use a whole different set of headers. I'm actually kind of running low on those because I do use headers every single week in different forms. So it's good when I can get creative to do that. But yeah, love these colors so much. I realize I always put a full box if I can, just because it's a note section and might as well use it to decorate with. And because a lot of times too, I like to mark the things I do and write things in, so I don't end up using a lot of full boxes during a week. Usually, but then on Sundays, because Sundays I try to not plan things too much. I try to be able to be more spontaneous. I try to just have it as a chill day and not do like work-related things or just things that feel like work. Like, I don't know, I don't want to do laundry on Sundays, don't want to clean the house on Sunday, stuff like that. I try to do that before Sunday, so that when Sunday comes, it's a free day. I can do what I can do what I wish, what I need, and what my soul needs, honestly. So I also do kind of mark that in a way by putting a full box as a way for me to tell myself, hey Hannah, you're not gonna do a lot of stuff this day. So usually I have a full box, and it also looks really symmetrical that way. I have a full box here and one here. And that's been working really well for me. I've been finding my own rhythms with the planning and using the stickers, this year. And I think really it's helped just because I've been doing it every week. I've been doing it so much. So I've been learning what works for me, what doesn't work for me. And that's been a great experience. And like I said, first year doing that. So it feels really good that I'm finding things that work. So I will be able to continue wanting to do this, because I still have so many stickers to use, guys. Man, especially when I'm in a personal. If I really wanted to use up stickers, I should start using an A5 or like an A5 wide or something, where I could use one sticker kit per week or something. Then maybe I could finish in a year. But yeah, I do like personal only because it doesn't give me as much pressure it doesn't take as long, and it's not as much pressure. It feels like less work, and it is less work, So that's why it's been working, and that's why I'm sticking to it, because it does work. So enough with these weeks. Then we have, so I went back to the cherry blossom. Well, I don't mind. So we have cherry blossom here at the first week of May. Then I did this kit for a little while, for 2 weeks. And then I went back to cherry blossom. Oh, I love this one too. That's awesome. So very pastel-y May. May is my favorite month of the year, so I'm happy that I actually used my favorite kits and I didn't hold back. So yeah, I love this one too. Sometimes if I have 2 matching boxes, I do put them here. Doesn't mean I didn't do anything important on Monday, but I guess it wasn't important enough to mark. But if it's something in here, not today, it says, Looks like I had things planned, but I didn't. I think this was a really bad day for me. I don't know, I don't remember exactly why, but I think I remember that I was just feeling awful and things were not going my way. So everything I had planned, I just, nope. So I used this not today sticker. How great that this was part of the kit, right? So I could actually use that. Sometimes you just have the perfect sticker for your needs, and that is a satisfying feeling, let me tell you, finding the perfect sticker in your stash for your needs for that specific day or thing. So yeah, super fun week. Love this kit, and like I said, I still have more to use, so that's exciting. Ooh, now we get into June. I haven't always put a sticker here to mark, but I try to do it at the very beginning of every month so that I at least, well, I haven't here. But yeah, I try to do it every once in a while so that I don't, when I flip through, I can easily find what month it is. So this is June. This is a leftover from, I think, Lovely Rose Prints. And this is super fun colors. This is the first like summer week. I think it was actually quite a warm, hot, sunny week too. So yeah, that really works. This is a really bright kit. I love to use the pool blue. It just fit for summer with this header washi. And I think I used it up. No, I did continue. I used it here, and then I continued to use it the next week, using also a lot of Happy Daya stickers with gold. And then looks like just to finish it off really, I decided to use, like I have previously, the very last, which were these full box checklists. And then I used Happy Daya to mark one thing every day to keep a little bit more fun, a little bit more consistent. But this was most likely the last full box of that kit. And then I used as many checklist boxes as I had left and that I could use. Looks like I didn't have enough of regular checklist boxes, so I had to use this sort of tracker style. But yeah, get creative, use it up. That's my mantra this year. And here, I love this week. This is so pretty. This is a kit from Hello Petit Paper. Don't remember what it's called, but it might be more of a springy kit, but it's super, super light pastels, florals. There's gold, and it's so cute, and I had the perfect headers for it. These, I don't actually remember what the headers are for, but I love the pink brushstroke with the gold and the confetti dots. Just perfect. Love it, love it, love it. And sometimes I just love the way I end up using the stickers, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes you're just in the mood and you do well, and sometimes you're not, and that has to be okay too. Ooh, so here I think was a bit more, because this is kind of summery themed. I think this was the kit that was Desert Dance from Simply Gilded. But I think this might have been maybe not as much of a sunny, bright week. So yeah, there's that kit. And then I used the kit a second week here. I used a lot of full boxes, as you can see. This time I must have used most of the full boxes up, huh? Yeah. And I incorporated it with some other kits too that I thought would work. Yes, this is one of my favorite weeks too. So this is July, and I have put a little sticker here to remember. This is super bright and happy. I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't written much. I used a lot of decorative and full boxes in this kit, only because I think this week went by fast. Lots of things happening, and I didn't really have time. I think this week I was so close to not making a weekly spread this week, because I think it was several days behind into the week after, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna let it be. But then I was like, do you really want to break the streak of doing a weekly spread every week this year? I'm like, no, actually, I don't. I don't want to break the streak. So I sat my butt down, my lazy butt down. Well, I might have been a lazy and a busy butt, but I sat it down and I did it. And I'm so glad I did, because it looks so cute. This is also a Hello Petit Paper kit, but that's why there's not so many things filled in, because I think I was away a lot this week. I didn't write a lot of to-do lists, so I didn't have things to track what I did what day. But the things that I did know, I did write. And then I just filled up with full boxes, which is perfect. And it still looks super cute. And that's what I love with sticker kits. It's all coordinated already. So really, you don't have to put anything of your own. You could just use the stickers and fill it up and it will look good. But since I do like to memory keep, I need to have some memories to keep. So, yeah. Alrighty, so we're in July now, and well, right now I'm filming this at the very last week of July, so we're almost at the end, guys. Oh, yes. This is also one of my favorite weeks. I do have a lot of summer kits that have been unused. So that's why I think when I start a new kit, I have all of the stickers to choose from, meaning I could be as creative as I want. I don't have to be, I can be picky with what I use, but when I use leftovers for, let's say, this week, it ends up looking just a lot more, well, boring in my opinion. But since I've just kind of been addicted to the feeling of finishing up kits, I do love these weeks when I can actually use it up as much as I possibly could. I don't know if anybody could ever use up every single sticker that's included in a kit. I possibly couldn't, because there's always one sticker that is never relevant to me. But I don't throw them away. I put them in my leftover binder, and then we'll see. Maybe one day, we'll see. But this week, for me, as I'm filming this is last week, and I love it. This is more of a springy kit too, but I used it mostly because I was a bit late to creating this planner setup, but it's kind of a peachy planner setup, and I really wanted to use this kit in this planner and with this setup, because I was really feeling it with the peach. I think this was also a super bright and sunny, and I think it was a good week, a good happy week. So it fits so well. So I used it, and I love it. It's so cute. And here I used a bit more full boxes. I like symmetry, so I like this. And last week so far. This is the current week I'm in, and sadly I'm not finished, so I cannot show you the finished week, but here I can show you a bit more of how I usually work. So as you can see, I fill it out as I go. I tend to, like the weekend before the new week starts, I tend to do the base of the week. So in this case, I put down the washi, I put down the headers, the dates, the day covers, and then the date, and I put the header, so that it looks like these. I just have the base, and then as the week goes, I tend to fill in what happens. I sit down at the end of the day, or sometimes I do a couple, if I'm a little bit behind, I do a couple day at once. But that's why I can't really do plan with me's, because I don't sit down to plan a week ahead, to plan the full week ahead, and I don't sit down to plan the whole week, afterwards. I tend to do a little bit as the week goes, and that has really been working for me. So that's also why it's really difficult to make plan with me's, because the pressure of doing everything at once, I don't know why, but for me it's pressure, and I don't really like it. And I tell myself I want to do plan with me's every once in a while, but it seems like I like this way of doing it, just by myself, for myself, in my own pace, and not having a camera on me, or on the planner on what I'm doing. It seems like I've been liking it so much that I haven't really wanted to get back to filming all of this. So I guess this is my own way of self-care. I just do it for me, but at least I wanted to share with you guys at least that this is how I do it. This is what I've done. I'm sorry if you like Plan With Me's, and if you liked my Plan With Me's, I'm sorry that they haven't been in a while, and that they're most likely not coming. I'm sorry. But I want you to know that I'm still planning, and as you can tell, I've been planning a lot. And even though you can't see it, it's still happening. And I have to say, I'm proud of myself, and I'm really happy that I found ways that this works for me. I'm really, really, really glad about that. And yeah, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this kind of memory lane walking with me and checking out what I've been planning, you know, what kits I've been using, how I've been using them. That's why I like to keep old weeks in the planner, because for every new week I can always look back and get inspired or check in, like, how did I do that, or how did that work out, or maybe if I do it that way again, you know, I can, you know, get ideas from my past self, kind of. But yeah, it feels really good to have some sort of system, I guess you could say, that right now at least it really works. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish the rest of 2021 this way. Things are changing this fall for me. I might not have as much time. I might have to put my priorities differently, meaning I'm not sure. I do want to do the next months, like the last months of 2021. I do want to be able to say, hey guys, look, I did a whole year of weekly planning, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, and we'll see. But I hope I'll finish the rest of the year with as many new weeks as I have just shown you. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video at least, and that it could give you some inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now!